Hi beautiful people, how are you doing today? And today we're talking about toxic traits within the family. Now I'm going to give you 7 traits that possibly could show that the family has toxic people in it and how we can go about not allowing that toxicity to affect us. Come, let's go. Yes, 7 toxic traits within the family. It's quite sad to think that there would be people in the family that are like that. But sadly, even though we're born blood-wise into families, we're still all people. Now, would I say to you, if I said to you, go and drink some poison, would you do it? Of course we wouldn't. Of course we wouldn't drink poison. But sadly, within the family, there are people that can poison our thinking, poison our hearts, poison our minds. And it's quite sad if it infringes into our lives. So let me give you these 7 toxic traits and how we can make sure that we are not affected by these things. The first trait is that they're abusive, that they don't say anything positive, anything nice to you. They bring you down. They don't want to see you elevate. They don't want to see you rise. If, like I said, drinking that poison, if someone is negative and abusive to you, are you going to stand there like you're on the firing range and allow these people to take aim and hurt you? Of course not. You will remove oneself out of that situation, and that is the best thing. Yes, it may be a family member, but if they're affecting you to the degree of harming or hurting you, we need to remove ourselves out of the situation. That's the first thing. The next thing is that you feel depressed around someone. Why would we want to spend time around people that make us feel bad about ourselves? That's in line with the abuse, okay? And no abuse is any good. Why would we want to spend time around someone that makes us feel depressed or bad about ourselves? Again, we have to remove ourselves out of the situation. Otherwise, what's it going to do? Depression, it only brings us down. It makes us feel worse about ourselves, and we could go on to do something that may harm us in the long run. The next point, they're always critical or they're always blaming you for something. Now, fair enough, we all make mistakes, we know that. But if someone is, again, these are all negative traits. If someone's always critical and blaming you for things that you know that you haven't done, then again, we have to think twice about the association. As they say, association spoils useful habits. And if these people have nothing good to say or nothing, they're not nice to be around, again, we've got to move ourselves out of the situation. Sadly, family or not family, friends, whoever, if we're finding these things are happening around us, then most definitely we have to remove ourselves out of the situation. Another thing, they're manipulative. So before you know it, they've got you doing things that generally you wouldn't necessarily do. Now, is it good to be manipulated? Is it good to be a manipulator, to make people do things that are out of their remit? No, not at all. And if they are this way, then we've got to think twice about being in that person's company. They're unpredictable. That's number 6. Unpredictability. Who likes to be around someone that they're nice one minute and then boom, they switch the next minute? It's just like, really? Oh my gosh, they went from 0 to 60 in like no amount of time. No one likes to be around people that are unpredictable. It's a bit like a volcano, isn't it? You don't know when it's going to go off. And then when it does go off and you've got yourself caught in between that, it's destructive. No one wants to be in a destructive environment. And the last thing is they don't care about your needs. They do not care about your needs, because if they did, they would take time to listen to what you have to say and vice versa. Because having a relationship with someone is a two-way street. It's always call, response, response, call, response, response, call. It's a two-way street, not just a one-sided thing. Within the family, it's got to be two-way traffic coming together and wanting to be part of a loving environment. Okay, so if you are being abused within the family, if you are feeling depressed around people within your family, if they're always critical and they put the blame on you, then again, within the family, if they are being manipulative, if they are being unpredictable, and if they do not care about your needs. If this was someone who wasn't a member of your family, would you take the time to spend time with that person? It's a two-way street. We're going to upbuild. We want to be around people that will upbuild us as well. People of like minds, people that are going to make us feel happy to be around them. Why are we going to allow others to bring us down? It's not necessary. If you're finding yourself in that situation, like I always say, a friend of mine, Victor, used to say, love them from afar. Love people from afar if they are bringing any form of negativity around you, because there's nothing worse. If you check out my video here on the 7 toxic traits or negative traits. Beautiful people. I am NatashaJohn-Baptiste. Like I said, we're there for your mental health, for your upbuilding of becoming more positive within yourselves, and really bringing out your full potential. The first thing we want to do is to be elevated and be thinking in a positive way. Like I say, if you like this video, please to hit that subscribe button down there and ding dong, hit that notification bell, and I'll see y'all on the other side. Take care.